I'm going to make a green chili casserole with ground turkey. It's excellent. You're going to love it. What else do you have to do but watch an old man cook? Here we go. Okay, we're going to get the ground turkey and we're going to put it in here. I already put some oil in here, some olive oil, and I washed my hands, and we're going to break up the turkey into the pan. And there's 3 rolls, 3 pounds. I like lots of meat in my casseroles, and this is real easy to do. It only takes a little while, maybe 20 minutes to prepare, and then pop it in the oven. And so we're going to do this with the other 2, but we'll skip time so you can see it when it's done. Now, when I make a casserole, any kind of casserole, I make them big. I go big or I go home because I love eating them. And I don't know about you guys, but I can eat casserole for dinner, for lunch. I can freeze it. I can do anything I want. I eat it in the morning. I set it out, and it's kind of like I put eggs on top once it's warm, and it's like a breakfast enchilada kind of deal. It's really good. So what you want to do is get the ground turkey brown, and it's working good, and then I'll pull my squisher, smasher upper meter thingy that everybody has, I'm sure, and we'll use that in just a few minutes. Get these scissors out of the way. And then once that's cooked, we're going to put some onions in there, chopped onions. Oh, that's upside down. Chopped onions. And then some, I like lots of vegetables in my casseroles too. It's good for me because I'm a diabetic, but I use a pepper and onion blend, which is really, it gives it extra taste. It's delicious. And we've always got this meat going here, and we'll continue on. Skip the other little small steps so you don't have to bother with that. So we got the meat just about done. Looking good. We'll use our meter cruncher, smasher upper. And I'll tell you what, I've fooled a lot of people. A lot of people say, oh God, how could you use ground turkey in any kind of meal? So what I do is I make what I'm going to cook for them, and I don't say anything. And then when I'm done, I say, how was it? And they're like, oh man, that was great. I've even had people say, that ground meat, what kind of ground beef is that? That's good. And then I tell them, well, you had ground turkey. It's ground turkey. And they totally freak out. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's ground turkey, knucklehead. Okay, we're going to put some of the peppers and onions in there. It may sound a little weird to you, but I'm going to tell you what. Man, it sure adds to the casserole. And then, of course, a full bag of these frozen onions. It's easy, grandpa style. Sometimes you don't have to make everything from scratch and homemade. And this is good for if you have kids or a family coming over. You put that in there. And then what you do is once you got it going at a nice heat, all you do is grab the lid and cover it for a bit. And when that's done, we'll come back. Oh man, that's looking good. So now we're going to put some of our spices in there. I don't ever go too crazy with the salt, because if people want salt, just put a little bit there. And but if people want salt, they can do it themselves at the table while they're eating. So that's about how much cumin I put in it, or cumin, or cumano, whatever you want to call it. Camino, tomato. And then we put some cilantro in there, just about a quarter sized. Put it in. I like to put it in them like this. And then oregano. Put some in there, because we're going to have chili in there too. So and then we mix that up. Looking good, looking good. And of course, I always like putting some pepper in there. You can put as much as you want in there. It's going to have chili, so you don't need, too much pepper in there. I mean, there's bell pepper in there and onion, but that's different from the other peppers or chilies with the capsaicin in them. And so, oh man, it smells delicious. Okay, I'm going to get the other stuff ready and then I'll show you that and we'll get it going. All right, we got it cooking good now. Oh boy, that's going to be delicious. And it smells great. And now some chicken broth. Got to have a little bit of chicken broth because you want your sauce for your casserole to not be so thick that it doesn't absorb into the corn tortillas. So you put some in there and you let that go. And then we'll let that go a little bit more. And like I said, I put vegetables, which is the peppers and onions, along with the chili. And by the way, I put the chili in already. I wasn't thinking, so it's not going to be on camera, so it's not like it's a big surprise or a big secret. What I use is because I ran out of my own chili, I got to buy some sickler chili here pretty quick and get my stock for the winter. I use just the Hatch frozen, the hot, not the mild or the very hot, but the hot, and it's perfect. Kids can eat it, everyone can eat it. So we'll be right back, and we're going to put the chicken soup in there, and cream of chicken soup, and start getting it ready for the pan with the tortilla. So now what I did is I've got 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes. Like I said, it's just, this is good if you're a diabetic and you want to get all the vegetables you can in there and make the meal as full and delicious as you can. So, I use that. You don't have to use tomatoes. You can put whatever you want in your casserole. Of course, you all do, and I use 2 cans of the original because I love tomatoes, and it adds some huskiness to my casserole, and I like that. So we're almost ready to put the cream of chicken soup in there, and then we'll build our casserole and pop it in the oven. Oh man, this is going to be delicioso. All right, we're going to put the cream of chicken soup in there now. There's 1 big can. This is a, what is it, a 26-ounce can. It's a big can. And so like I said, this is a huge casserole that I'm making. And it'll go in my commercial kitchen pans like they do at cafeterias, at high schools and at the colleges and stuff. So we've got that in there, which is 1 can. And then we put half of another can. Now this is like, this thing here, this casserole I'm making here, will feed a whole bunch of people. And I learned how to cook like this from my mother, who had 8 children, 6 hungry boys, and lots of nephews and nieces who would come over to eat, and family members. My dad was the eldest in the family, and that's where everybody would gather, would be at our house on a Sunday or for special occasions. And my mom was an unbelievable cake maker and decorator, so she did everybody's birthday cakes year-round, all around, for 100 kids. And all our aunts and uncles really appreciated it. She was very talented. She could cook, bake, do anything. She was unbelievable. And you know what? Most mothers from back then had huge families, and they all knew how to do everything because they had to. It was just the way it was. Well, oh yeah, it's looking great. Okay, I hope you're enjoying this. If it takes too long, just turn it off. I just wanted to share this with you to see if you someday might need a recipe like this. It's very quick. And like I said, it serves a whole bunch of people. And all you have to do is take the size down a little bit. You all know how to make casseroles. This is just the one I make to serve a lot of people. So we'll finish it up here in just a couple of minutes. Be right back. Well, all right. We got our tortillas, our cheese, got everything set. What we're going to do first, this is a deep, large casserole pan that I use. I'm going to put some of the meat and the sauce on the bottom. That way you don't have to spray your pan or do anything. It won't stick if you do that. You put that in there, move it around, get that bottom layer in there. Boy, smells delicious. And then we'll put some tortillas in there. And I put 6 per layer. And then I put some more in there. Move it around. Yeah, baby. By the way, I tasted this meat and sauce and it's like unreal. I don't know why when I cook and it gets a little bit hot in the kitchen, I get feel like I have a cold or I get a little runny nose. It's weird. Of course, I did taste the chili too, so that could be all on me. And then we put cheese in there, of course. Silly, of course. And then you just continue on with the layers. So we shall see. We won't go through the whole thing with you, but you see how I'm putting it together. We'll be right back. And so I've got 6 layers, and we're putting the final cheese thing on the top. I like sharp cheddar. It gives it a great taste. And there's cheese on every level, so you don't need a whole bunch on top. And if you overcook it on top, the cheese kind of burns a little bit. And this way it just kind of melts into the dish. And what do they say? Ta-da! We'll put it in the oven here in a second. And so now we put this baby in the oven for about an hour at 350 degrees. Grandpa casserole, crazy old man stuff, wacky, weird, weeky stuff. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. I love you guys. I'll let you know what it looks like once it's done. Peace out. Okay, I think it's time, guys. Woo! It's fogging my glasses up. Oh, yeah. Look at that. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, it smells so good. Wow. We'll put it on a plate here so you can have a look at it. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Yeah. All right. Let's eat. Well, here I am. I wish you could be here with me to enjoy my casserole. Maybe one of these days we can make something like that happen. Wouldn't that be fun? Fill all these chairs up around me here and enjoy a nice meal together. I'm glad you paid attention. You may not want to use it, but now you know how I make some of my casseroles. I love you guys. It's Saturday evening and it's 6:30, and I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. I love you with all my heart. God bless you. I'll have a little bit of my peach tea sugar-free of course, and some casserole. God bless you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Oh. Oh. My gosh. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Bye-bye.